You've been driving your car for years, but did you know it might be hiding features you've never used? Some of them can make your life easier, others might just blow your mind. We're not talking about gadgets and luxury cars. These are real, hidden functions found in everyday vehicles. Things your dealer probably never mentioned, and your mechanic might not even know. And if you watch till the end, you'll discover a trick that could literally get you out of a dangerous situation. So whether you drive a Ford, a Toyota, or a 15-year-old diesel that's still kicking, this list will make you see your car in a whole new light. Let's dive in. Here are 17 secret car features you probably didn't know about, counting down to the most surprising one of all. 17. The hidden sunglasses holder. You know that moment when the sun hits you right between the eyes? And your sunglasses are nowhere to be found? Well, some cars quietly solved that problem years ago, but hardly anyone noticed. In many models, especially mid-range sedans and SUVs from the early 2000s onwards, there's a built-in sunglasses holder hidden right above your head, disguised as part of the roof console. It looks like just another dome light or grab handle, until you press it. Click! Out comes a soft-lined compartment, designed specifically to keep your shades from scratching or melting in the glove box. It's such a simple feature, yet most drivers never use it. Why? Because no one tells you it's there. And let's be honest, when was the last time you read the manual? So, next time you're sitting in the car, reach up and give that panel a tap. You might find your new favorite storage spot, just in time for summer. Number 16. The fuel cap hanger. Let's be honest, every time you fill up, where do you put the fuel cap? Most drivers just let it dangle, banging against the side of the car, scratching the paint, or worse. They rest it on the roof and forget it there. But here's the thing. Your car might already have a built-in solution. You just never noticed it. Open the fuel door and take a closer look. On many cars, especially European and Japanese models, there's a tiny hook or slot built right into the door. That's where the fuel cap is meant to go. It keeps it clean, off the ground, and away from your paintwork. Simple, smart, and invisible until you know it's there. Some newer models even have a tether with a click-in system. But the hook? That's old school genius. Try it next time you fill up. It's one of those little things that makes you wonder, why didn't anyone show me this before? 15. Sun visor extension panel. You flip down the sun visor and it blocks exactly half the sun. Great. Meanwhile, you're still squinting like Clint Eastwood in a spaghetti western. But here's what most people don't realize. Some sun visors have a hidden extension, a sliding panel tucked inside that you can pull out sideways. It's not labeled, it's not obvious, but it's there. Manufacturers built it for a reason, to block that annoying strip of sunlight that leaks in from the side window, especially during early mornings or late afternoons. It's the kind of feature you only discover by accident, or after watching a video like this. Next time you're in your car, try sliding the visor toward the mirror. If it feels like it moves a bit too far, give it a gentle tug. That extra panel might just slide right out. Small trick, big difference, especially if you spend long hours behind the wheel. 14. Hidden hook for grocery bags. You've just done the weekly grocery run. You take a turn, and splat. The milk rolls out. The tomatoes? Crushed. Sound familiar? Well, here's a secret your car's hiding. A built-in hook designed to hold your grocery bags upright. Not in the trunk, inside the cabin. And it's probably right under your nose. In many cars, especially hatchbacks and compact SUVs, there's a fold-out hook behind the front passenger seat, inside the glove box, or even under the rear headrest. It's meant for shopping bags, backpacks, or takeout. But most people never use it because they don't know it exists. And let's be honest, how often do you actually check the back of your seats for hidden features? Give it a try next time. You might finally stop your groceries from turning into a food fight every time you drive home. 13. Hidden fuel cap indicator. You pull up to the gas station, and for a split second, you freeze. Wait, which side is the fuel tank on again? So you lean out, twist your neck, try to remember, and probably guess wrong. But here's the thing. Your car has been trying to tell you all along. Right there on your dashboard, next to the fuel gauge, there's a tiny icon of a gas pump. And next to it, a little arrow. That arrow points to the side of the car where your fuel cap is. Left or right, plain and simple. It's in almost every modern car, but most drivers go years without ever noticing it. And it's especially useful if you drive rentals, or if your spouse's car has the tank on the other side. So next time you're at the pump, take a glance. That little arrow might save you from an awkward 3-point turn at the station. 12. Auto lock and unlock settings. You're driving through a sketchy area, and the doors don't lock. Or worse, you park, turn off the engine, and all the doors stay locked. Now your passenger's pulling the handle like it's broken. Here's what most drivers don't know. Your car might let you control exactly when the doors lock and unlock automatically. On many vehicles, especially after 2010, you can change the auto lock settings through the infotainment system, or even with a combination of button presses. You can set the doors to lock as soon as you hit 20 kilometers per hour, or unlock automatically when you turn off the engine, shift into park, or open the driver's door. It's not just about convenience, it's also about safety. Especially if you're in and out of your car all day, or if you drive with kids or older passengers. The best part? It's already built in. You just have to turn it on. Check your owner's manual, or just Google your car plus auto lock settings. You might be surprised at how customizable it really is. 11. Manual fuel door release. Picture this. You're low on fuel. You pull up to the station, hit the fuel door button, and nothing happens. The latch is stuck. Maybe it's frozen. Maybe the actuator's dead. Either way, you're standing there like a fool pounding on the flap. But here's the trick most people don't know. Your car probably has a manual override, a hidden lever or cable release designed exactly for this situation. In most cars, you'll find it inside the trunk, tucked behind the lining near the fuel door. Sometimes it's a small plastic tab. Other times it's a pull cable marked with a fuel icon. It's not something you'll use every day, but when you need it, you really need it. And if your car doesn't have it, some older models have a direct access screw you can release from inside the trunk. So if your fuel door ever jams, don't panic. Pop the trunk, check the side panel, and you might just find a backup your mechanic never mentioned. 10. Secret rear wiper interval. You're backing out of your driveway. It's raining. The front wipers are on, but the rear window totally fogged up. Then swipe. The rear wiper kicks in. You didn't touch anything. It just happened. No, your car isn't haunted. It's actually smarter than you think. Many vehicles have a hidden logic feature. When the front wipers are on and you shift into reverse, the rear wiper activates automatically, just once every few seconds. Why? To give you a clear view while backing up in the rain, without you having to think about it. You won't find a button for it. It's not even mentioned in most manuals. But once you notice it, you'll start seeing the pattern. It's a subtle little trick. But in bad weather, it makes a big difference. So next time it's pouring out, try shifting into reverse with the wipers on. Your car might be smarter than you gave it credit for. Number 9. Hidden cabin air filter. You get in your car, turn on the AC, and something smells a little off. Musty, dusty, maybe even like an old basement. Chances are it's not your vents. It's your cabin air filter. And most people don't even know they have one. Tucked away behind the glove box or under the dashboard, this filter is your car's first line of defense against dust, pollen, exhaust fumes, even mold spores. And guess what? It needs to be replaced, just like your engine air filter. But here's the kicker. Dealers rarely mention it, and it's not always included in your regular service. So it goes unchanged for years, until your nose tells you otherwise. The good news? You can often replace it yourself in under 5 minutes with nothing more than a screwdriver, if that. So if your car's cabin feels stuffy or the air smells funky, don't reach for the air freshener. Check that hidden filter. Your lungs and your passengers will thank you. 8. Auto up window. Trick you're getting out of the car, hands full. Maybe groceries, maybe a briefcase. You lock the doors and notice the windows are still open. Now what? Most drivers would fumble back inside, turn the key, press each window switch one by one. But what if I told you your car might let you roll them up automatically without even opening the door? On many vehicles, especially European models, there's a hidden auto up function wired into the key fob or door lock. Try this. Insert the key into the door, turn and hold it to the lock position. In some cars, all the windows will roll up in sequence. On others, you can do it remotely by holding the lock button on the fob. No apps, no extra settings. Just a quiet little feature built in for convenience and safety. Perfect when it starts raining and you're walking away. Or when you realize your kid left the window down. Again, give it a shot. You might discover a trick your car's had for years and you just never knew it. 7. Auto window. Roll down from key fob. It's the middle of summer. You walk up to your car and it feels like an oven inside. Leather seats hot enough to fry an egg. Steering wheel? Untouchable. But what if you could air out your car before even opening the door? Many cars, especially models from the past 10 to 15 years, have a built-in feature. Hold the unlock button on your key fob, and bam! All the windows roll down at once. It's like opening a blast hatch. The hot air escapes in seconds and you don't even have to be inside. Some models even crack the sunroof automatically. A clever touch you probably never knew existed. Manufacturers rarely advertise this. There's no label, no tutorial, just a buried feature that makes life a whole lot easier in the summer. So before you melt into your seat this July, test it out. Press and hold unlock. If it works, you'll never go back. 6. Speed limit. Beep. Setting. You're cruising down the highway. Music's on, the road is open, and before you know it, you're doing 140. Not because you're reckless, just distracted. But here's the kicker. Your car might be able to warn you before you go too far. Hidden deep inside many dashboards, there's an option to set a custom speed warning. A beep or alert that goes off the moment you pass a certain limit. Set it to 120, 130, whatever feels right for you. It won't stop the car, but it gives you that little nudge before the next speed camera ruins your month. This feature is common in European vehicles, especially those sold in markets with strict highway enforcement. But even some older Japanese models have it tucked away in the onboard menu. Why don't more people use it? Because they don't know it's there. And let's face it, most of us never dive into the settings screen, but once it's on, you'll wonder why you didn't activate it sooner. Perfect for long trips, teen drivers, or just keeping your license clean. 5. Heated windshield washer nozzles. It's winter, you're running late, the windshield is filthy. So you hit the washer and nothing comes out, frozen solid. But what if your car could stop that from ever happening? Some vehicles, especially those made for colder climates, come with a hidden heating system built right into the windshield washer nozzles. You won't see it. There's no glowing light or fancy button. But when the temperature drops and you turn on your rear defroster or heated mirrors, those tiny jets on your hood quietly warm up too. No more scraping frozen fluid. No more cracked reservoir lines, just clean spray, even in the dead of winter. It's one of those features you never appreciate until the day it just works. And if you've ever driven through a snowy mountain pass or parked outside overnight in January, you know exactly how big of a deal that is. Yuck 4. Hidden key. Inside the fob and emergency start slot. You get in your car, hit the start button, and nothing. The battery in your key fob is dead. No beep, no unlock, no ignition. You're stuck. Or are you? What most drivers don't realize is this. Your keyless car still has a real key and a backup plan. If you take a closer look at your key fob, there's usually a small switch or button. Slide it and out pops a hidden metal key. Old school style. That key lets you unlock the door manually. But here's the real trick. Many cars also have an emergency start slot, often hidden under a flap near the steering column, inside the center console, or even behind the cup holders. Place the fob in that slot, or hold it close to a marked area, and the car can recognize it using passive RFID, even with a dead battery. It's a little-known safety net built into most modern vehicles. And if you don't know it's there, you could end up stranded for no reason. 3. Infrared key detection. Key left inside protection. You close the door, press the lock button, walk away, and hear the familiar beep beep, followed by nothing. Strange. You try again, still no lock. Turns out your car might be smarter than you think. Many keyless entry vehicles have built-in infrared or low-frequency sensors that detect whether the key fob is still inside the car. And if it is, guess what? The car won't let you lock it. It's trying to save you from yourself. It's subtle, and most drivers don't even realize it's happening. They think the remote is broken or the battery is low, but really it's just your car saying, "Hey, you left your keys on the seat, genius." This feature is especially common in Japanese brands like Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. But some European models have a variation that also triggers an interior alarm. It's not perfect, but it saved countless people from a very expensive locksmith call. So next time your car refuses to lock, don't panic. Check your pockets or the cup holder. Your 2. Shift lock. Override. You get in the car, turn the key, but the battery's dead. No lights, no sound, nothing. You try to shift into neutral to push the car, but the gear lever won't budge. It's stuck in park. Now what? Here's what most people don't know. There's a secret override built into the gear shifter on most automatic cars. It's called the shift lock override, and it's designed exactly for situations like this. Look closely near your gear lever. You might see a small plastic cap or square panel. Pop it open with your key or a screwdriver, and underneath is a hidden button. Press it down, and suddenly you can shift out of park, even if the battery's completely dead. It's a lifesaver when your car needs to be moved but won't start. Towing, pushing, or loading it onto a flatbed becomes possible. No need to force the shifter or damage the transmission. Just a smart little backup system that most people never learn about until it's too late. Number 1. Emergency rear seat release. You're locked out of your trunk. Maybe the battery's dead. Maybe the latch is broken. Or maybe you left your keys in the trunk. Now imagine this. You could still get in from the inside. Most people don't realize it, but many cars, especially sedans and hatchbacks, have a hidden latch behind the rear seats that lets you fold them down manually, even without power. It's often tucked under a fabric loop, inside the armrest, or behind a plastic panel in the seat back. No buttons, no electronics, just a good old-fashioned mechanical release. And in some cases, it's the only way to reach the trunk when the main latch fails or the battery is dead. But here's the part no one talks about. This isn't just about convenience. It can be a life-saving feature. If someone gets trapped in the trunk, yes, it happens. Those seats are their way out. In fact, safety regulations now require many cars to have an internal trunk release. But the fold-down seat latch? That's the hidden plan B. So check your car. Fold the seats. Find that lever. Because when things go wrong, it's the little-known features that make the biggest difference. So, from a simple arrow next to your fuel gauge, to hidden latches that could save your life. Your car is full of surprises. It's easy to think we know everything about the vehicles we drive every day. But as you've seen, some of the smartest features are the ones no one tells you about. Maybe it's a way to cool your cabin before you even open the door. Or a tiny hook that stops your groceries from becoming a disaster zone. Or maybe it's that quiet little system that refuses to lock the doors when your key's still inside. These aren't gimmicks, they're tools. Built by engineers who thought one step ahead. And now you're finally in on the secret. So here's what I want you to do. Next time you get in your car, test one of these. Just one. Slide the visor. Check your fuel door. Tap the console above your head. I guarantee, once you start noticing these hidden features, you'll never drive the same way again. And hey, if this video taught you anything new, smash that like button, leave a comment, and tell us which feature surprised you the most. Or better yet, share your own hidden trick that no one else seems to know. Because sometimes, the best features are the ones hiding in plain sight.